Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is probably not a video that you're used to on this channel. We usually post performance content, but we thought that we would switch it up a little bit and give you a life update. If you don't follow us on our socials, then you wouldn't know, but I'm actually in my third trimester. I'm pregnant. We are expecting our very first baby, which we are so excited about. And on Instagram, I asked a bunch of you to ask me a couple of questions about my pregnancy, and I'm going to be answering them on this video today. This is the first time I'm making a YouTube video, so I'm a little bit nervous. I hope that, I keep you guys entertained and that I do this well, because if it goes well, then maybe you'll be seeing a little bit more of content like this on this page. All right, so let's get into it. So first question is, how was your first trimester and did you feel sick? Yes, I felt very sick. I had such bad nausea and food aversions, and I would say that I experienced my first trimester not in the most typical way. So a little bit of backstory. Devneeth and I booked this spontaneous trip to India. We booked this huge adventure. We're going to go from Mumbai to Delhi to Agra to Jaipur to Punjab. And I had no idea that I was pregnant. And it wasn't until 2 or 3 days before we left that I found out. It was such a blessing. We were so excited, but we were terrified because we were going on this crazy trip during quite a sensitive time during your pregnancy. So I had to be extra careful in India. I had to avoid a lot of foods, a lot of street food, just to make sure that I didn't get sick. It was definitely a really big challenge, but we made it through and the trip was pretty phenomenal. But yeah, going back to the symptoms that I had during my first trimester, I was definitely very nauseous, like I mentioned, had major food aversion, so I hated the idea of eating tomatoes. I did not want to be anywhere near tomatoes. I didn't like the idea of eating chicken, anything with flavor, nothing with masala in it. I did not want to eat any subjis. I ate literally the most bland food possible. So I had yogurt. I was able to eat apples, dry toast with butter. That's it. Nothing else. And I only really drank water, and I would occasionally have a little bit of Sprite, but that's about it. It was a really sad diet. I'm glad that I'm not in that trimester anymore because I love to eat, and that was really sad watching everyone else eat the most amazing, yummy food in India while I sat in the corner and ate like a plain paratha. Just some ways that I help my nausea, from what I can remember at least. I chewed on a lot of gum, so I would highly suggest that if you're in your first trimester. And secondly, I sucked on those candies called Weathers Originals, which are those toffee caramel hard candies that I feel like every single grandma has in their purse. But that helped a lot, surprisingly. So I carry that around with me everywhere. And so if you're in your first trimester, definitely give those a try. All right, next question. Congrats on reaching your third trimester. What have you been doing to prepare for labor? A couple of different things. Of course, before I mention these things, please speak to your practitioner and ensure that these are safe for you. I don't want to suggest anything that anyone shouldn't be doing. So please take any of my advice with a grain of salt. So a couple of things that I've been doing. I have been drinking a lot of raspberry leaf tea. I've also been eating a lot of dates, because these two things apparently soften your cervix. So that's something I've been doing. I've also been doing a lot of ball exercises, so yoga ball exercises when I'm watching TV. When I'm just hanging out with family, I'm usually on a yoga ball, doing a lot of rotating, bouncing up and down. There's tons of videos on YouTube and TikTok that you can watch that show you some great techniques of how you can help baby engage or move down. So that's something that I've been doing as well. Oh, another thing that I've been doing to keep myself active is attending a ton of family weddings. I spent majority of my third trimester dancing because we had so many events to go to. And I'm hoping that that helps me in the long run. I mean, I feel like I've been pretty active, so we'll see if that helps when it comes to labor time. But for the most part, you know, just stay active, exercise, take a moment to stretch. You don't realize how tight your muscles are until you start stretching. Get on that yoga ball. 100% I recommend the yoga ball for sure. I feel like that's been helping me a lot to stay a little flexible. But yeah, for the most part, that's what I've been doing to prepare for labor, aside from, of course, nesting, you know, getting organized. Devneeth has been amazing with helping me ensure that we have everything ready for baby. So yeah, aside from those couple of things, that's what I've been doing. All right, next question. Have you purchased clothes for baby yet? And if so, which stores do you recommend? I have purchased too many clothes for baby. And I completely blame Old Navy. Old Navy has been amazing for baby clothes, at least from what I've seen so far. So Old Navy has amazing sales. Literally, they'll have 50% off, 30% off. So I took that as an opportunity to purchase some baby onesies. And I am so impressed with their quality. They have the double zip, they have like the mitten covers and the feet covers, which are really cute and really helpful, because then you don't have to put baby in mittens or socks. So definitely check out Old Navy. However, I will say that I received advice quite early on not to purchase too many baby clothes, because people always gift you clothes, especially during your baby shower and also when they come to visit baby. But I don't know what it is about Old Navy. They have literally the cutest patterns. They're so adorable. And they have a lot of neutral options, which is amazing. So I stocked up on baby onesies and I'm obsessed. And I went on the Old Navy website today again, and I saw a couple of outfits that I really wanted to get baby. Some waffle knit cute sets, but I had to hold back, and Devneeth, you know, he told me that I need to calm down. So I'm calming down. But yes, Old Navy. I recommend Old Navy. And of course, there's also Carter's, which is great, or Carter's Oshkosh. I've also heard Costco is great. I personally have not purchased any onesies from Costco yet, but I've heard that Costco has great deals on really cute cotton onesies with really cute patterns. So keep an eye out for that as well. Next question, can you share your top items to put on a baby registry? I just started mine and need the help. Yes. So one piece of advice that I would give you is that you should definitely put larger items on your registry versus small ones. The reason why I say this is because, number one, you're gonna wanna get those big things out of the way in the beginning, but also friends and family are less inclined to purchase small items for you. They would much rather spend the money and give you something that you remember them by. So for example, I had put like burp cloths, little pacifiers, little baby toys on my registry. A lot of them were not purchased because people would much rather purchase a bigger gift for you during this special time than a smaller one. So things that I would highly suggest that you put on your registry, of course, everyone's lifestyle or everyone's vision of how they're going to be taking care of their baby is quite different, But some things that I put on my registry were pack and play, or a pack and play, sorry, an air purifier, a humidifier. I also put a baby monitor, a hatch machine, what else? A bottle sterilizer. Make sure it's also the one that dries bottles as well though, not just the one that washes bottles. A glass bottle set, things that I knew that I was going to use on a regular basis, but that were also a lot more significant than, for example, a burp cloth. Okay, so for this next question, I brought in a special guest. So this question is, how has your husband dealt with your pregnancy? Is it what he expected?
Honestly, no. It wasn't what I had expected at all. Our pregnancy experience has actually been quite stressful for me at times since we were traveling India through our first trimester.
Yeah, I talked about that.
That part was stressful, just to kind of gauge and filter out what she was able to eat and drink, and going from city to city with India's traffic and bumpy roads. She was very nauseous, so that part was stressful. You also like worried all the time. You want to make sure that she's okay, she's doing okay, the baby's doing okay, growing as per the schedule. So things like that were a little stressful, but I've also learned a lot. I've learned that women are just very, very, very strong, way more than I could ever be. The things that you guys have to go through, this whole pregnancy past 9 months, I've just learned so much about the women body and what they're able to do with it. And my respect for her has like tripled, and how she's dealt with it. We've had so many weddings that she's been a part of, so many tough experiences to be a part of while you're pregnant and carrying a child. And honestly, my respect for her has gone up. And throughout the past 9 months, my days pretty much consisted of just making sure that she was okay. I just wanted to be as much help as I could be for her, knowing that like she's going through so much and at times feeling a little helpless because there's only so much we can do. I just always wanted to make sure that I am able to do as much as I can. And I did that by just asking her, like, are you okay? Do you need me to do anything? But yeah, so my past 9 months have just been like, are you okay? Do you need me to do anything for you? Do you want to eat something? Just making sure that, she's all right. Main thing was like making sure she was taking her vitamins every day.
Yeah, I need a couple of reminders.
Yeah, but honestly, I just feel like I fell more deeply in love with her.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, and we're just like looking forward to meeting our baby.
Oh, yeah, I would say, I think like this pregnancy is like, we didn't expect any of this. We did not know what to expect, and we're both learning on a daily basis of what the right thing to do is, and how we can support each other. Denise has been an amazing supportive partner, and I feel like communication is key. Letting your partner know what you need from them. I think it's really important to establish that early on, and also understand that although he's not carrying the baby, he still has a lot of responsibility and weight on his shoulders to ensure that I'm doing okay, and to appreciate and acknowledge that. And I feel like I try as much as I possibly can to tell him how much I appreciate him and everything that he does for me, because he does a lot. So yeah.
All in all, I feel like it was a pretty good pregnancy, good experience. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend.
All right, so we're gonna end it here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I have a ton of other video ideas that I would love to film for you guys. But please let me know if you guys enjoyed this, if you prefer Instagram stories. I don't know. This is quite new for us. But yeah, I hope that I helped some of you with the questions that I answered. If you have any more questions, feel free to link them or leave them in the comment box.
Comment section, yeah, I think that's what people say.
In the comment section, or you can always send me your questions on Instagram. I'll try to answer them the best that I possibly can, but we're so excited for baby Pannus. It's only a matter of time, and we'll keep you guys updated. But for now, thanks for all the love as always, and I'll see you next time.